Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Online here. I'm your host, Captain Ron Phillips here. And in today's episode is the mission, A Step Between Stars. Now, in our last episode, Sphere of Influence, we were with Ambassador Worf, and we went through Iconian Gateway there on New Romulus. And it transported us somewhere to we didn't know where we were. We found out that there were a bunch of Iconian gateways all over the galaxy, and we accidentally turned them all on, and we flew that cute little, weird little Iconian, I guess, style ship, something like that. But anyway, it was pretty interesting. But so we find out that where we were transported to was this place, which is a Dyson sphere. Now, if you don't know what a Dyson sphere is, I encourage you to watch the Star Trek Next Generation episode Relics. That is the episode where they brought back James Doohan to play Scotty from the original series in the original movies. He was in a ship. Cannot remember the name of the ship off the top of my head. But anyway, he was stuck in the transporter buffer, the pattern buffers, basically the part of the part of the transporter that holds your molecules in place before it rematerializes you. And he was stuck in that transporter for about 80 years. The Enterprise finds him. His ship crashed on the surface of what they call a Dyson sphere. Now, a Dyson sphere, imagine basically if you took our solar system and put it inside a gigantic iron marble, solid black. Only the solar system is one gigantic planet with the sun somewhere around here giving it light. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's up top there. But that's basically it. One star way up at the top and a planet the size of our solar system. That is a Dyson sphere. That is kind of scary. Imagine the size of that goddamn rock. Whew. So, we went from there. We got a new ship, as you can see. I'm roaming around here. I have the Enterprise E model, the Sovereign class. Since I'm now a Rear Admiral lower class. Now, in A Step Between Stars, we have done a couple of missions here in the Dyson Sphere, introduced ourselves to the Dyson Sphere Command. We are running into some trouble with a alien species from Voyager known as the Voth, which are basically believed to have been evolved dinosaurs. But I'm not going to get into the Voth, but they are highly technologically advanced. They basically do look like dinosaurs in a way. Kind of like the plant eaters, not the meat eaters, more like the plant eaters. And in this mission, we're going to run, I do believe, with Admiral Tuvok. If you remember Tuvok from Voyager, this is called A Step Between Stars. We're basically going to find out the source of the Omega molecules that is running the place. Now, if you remember from Voyager, Omega molecules is basically a molecule that they discovered sometime after the Next Generation while fighting the Borg. It's basically a molecule, if introduced into space at a concentrated level, it can disable all warp engines in space. So there'll be no warp speed, basically, in space. You won't. It does something to subspace. You can't form a proper warp bubble. So there'd be no warp speed. So that's a bad thing. So, without further ado, enough of the backstory. Let's meet up with Admiral Tuvok, A Step Between the Stars. There's a lot of activity in here in Joint Command, sir. The entire fleet must be mobilizing for something big. The rest of the senior staff is being briefed in another area. Our orders are to meet with the Chief Logistics Officer. Well, let's go find him. Get that off of there. And there she is. Da-da-da-da.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Sub-Commander Cole.
Absolutely.
Good to see you again. Nellen Exel, the Voth scientist who joined your crew, has provided information vital to our understanding of the sphere's operation. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Well, let's listen to it. It's over here.
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
Okay.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your ships.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
Flying close to the sun will put my ship at risk, but we'll do what we can to the mission demands. Because I'm not going to say absolutely not. Or, well, what about using a cloaking device instead of flying near the sun?
The Voth are actively scanning for ships approaching the station. They can detect our cloaked ships, which is another issue we're trying to solve. This is our best option. The star's magnetic field will make it impossible for most sensors to pick up your ship. With luck, your ship will not have to fly close to the star's surface for very long.
Alright, let's do it.
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Alright, let's go find that logistics officer again.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
Well, where's my ship going to go after I'm gone?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
If my ship is going to be with the fleet, how will we escape?
Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The Dyson has reported some technical issues, but they should still be in transporter range. It will be standing by to assist you when you've completed your mission.
Alrighty. Here we go. I don't know if I like the sound of this, but here we go. Captain, we're approaching the surface of the star. The modifications to our shields are holding off the worst of the effects, but they won't keep us safe for long. We're already losing subsystems to the heat and radiation. I can keep us flying for now with emergency backups, but more systems are going offline by the minute. It's only a matter of time before we lose something critical. The Lancaster will hold together. Plot a course for the station, best possible speed. can't establish any communications with the station. Initial scans indicate that the nearby solar flares are interfering with the frequencies. It is possible for the Lancaster to repair the nearby solar flare inhibitors that should allow us to contact the station. Alright, let's repair those and get a hold of Tuvok. We just lost the starboard power coupling. Oh, great. We just lost power to turbo lifts. That's not good. There's a damn gateway right there. Replicators just went offline. Well, damn, folks, we can't eat now. Oh, wait, what's next? Oh, shit, there it is. Now let's hail Admiral Tuvok.
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Alright, I'll be there soon. The ship will suffer irreversible damage if we stay this close to the stun. We can retreat, perform critical repairs, and then rejoin the fleet with the Voth. What are your orders, sir? Support the fleet once I leave. Alright, understood. We're going to take care of her while you're gone. Are you prepared for transport? Yep.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
Well, what can you tell me about the station?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
How many Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, Commander Cole mentioned you had a ship in orbit. Can they help?
I have attempted to hail them, but received no response. The ship's shields and hull plating are designed to withstand the extreme amounts of heat, pressure, and radiation generated by this sphere's star. However, it is a prototype vessel on its first voyage. There were several unexpected system failures. The communications array must be among them. The ship has retreated to a safe location to make repairs. Until they are able to complete them, they will not be able to assist us.
Well, then our best option is to make our way to the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Okay, we want to go this way.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
No sign of life within the mech. Okay.
The pilot of this battlesuit may have been killed in the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on this station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Watch my back. If you see the Voth, shoot first. Protect Cooper. He'll need your help. Give Cooper a phaser and set the stun. Yeah, that's how all three of us shoot.
You're giving me a phaser?
Yeah? The Voth was killed by the station's automated defenses. This wound officer can't be helped. Their wounds were fatal. Okay.
Voth! Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
Remain calm, Doctor. The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
Okay.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
Activate backup power.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Oh, great.
We're locked out! Swarmers incoming!
Well, that's the one that lit up, dang it.
Is it over?
Activate station power. Holy smokes. Uh-oh. Oh no.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
All right, Cooper. Where are you?
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second. And I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Calm down. We'll all get out of here alive if you help us.
My help? What could I do? Don't ask me to use a phaser again. Because I won't. I refuse. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Tuvok said no one knows this technology better than you do. You can do this, Cooper.
Tuvok said that? Well, maybe. I might know the technology, but I don't work well under pressure. I need time and space to think, and I need to be able to do my work without fear of being killed. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I believe in you, Cooper. You can do this.
All right. I'll try. If we're here, and the station's defenses are active, but we're not under attack. But if that's the case, wait. I can do this. Just give me a moment.
Do it.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans, if I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
Which is?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
Well, tell me more about the beams.
I can activate beams of energy that will shoot down in set periods of time. I do not have any further control than that. But you could lure some of the Voth into the beams. The beams are quite deadly, so I would advise keeping your distance. This would be our easiest option against the Voth, but if we are not careful, we could be caught in the beams. Would you prefer I activate the beams?
Tell me about the swarmers.
I can alter the programming of the security swarmers that normally patrol this area. They will attack the Voth, but they also will attack us if there are no other targets. The swarmers will provide a distraction for us, but they could also be a liability. Do you want me to activate the swarmers?
And what are our odds if we have no defenses?
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
It's not recommended to approach the next encounter without Cooper's help or extremely high quality equipment and consumables. We'll try the beams.
Beams of energy that will shoot.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Defeat the Voth in the security room.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching.
Come on, buddy. Come on in here.
You should move forward. Be on your guard.
Turn to the initial room. Come on, Tuvok. Keep up with me here.
A Voth soldier is activating the battle suit.
Holy crap.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your stat?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in. door before you open it.
Okay.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Oh, great. Not a spacesuit.
My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Try to contact the Dyson again. They can transport us across.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
I'll try and hail the Lancaster. Nothing. Should we wait for Cooper?
I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there, they have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
Oh, that's just great. That's just great.
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Come on,
Do you
Cooper.
really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
Doctor, we need you with us. We can't go without you.
I know. But flying over a star? It's crazy. I don't even like using the holodeck. All I can think about is how I'm going to burn to a crisp and die horribly, away from everyone I care about.
You have to have confidence. You will not die. I will help you.
Well, I've seen the stories about you. You've been through a lot for one captain. If you can do this, maybe I can too. I'll get my EV suit. Let's go.
Good man. You'll be fine. That or I would have shot your ass.
Activate your EV suit. This will protect you from it.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
Wow. Look at these guys. They're on fire.
There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance. There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Good
There are
idea.
two objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
Okay, we'll try that. I'll get the I'll get the communicator. You get the payload. Oh, you must be joking. How do I go up? Okay, that was not as hard as I thought it would be.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
Oh, I see.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
Seriously?
I will establish a shield.
Holy shnikes. This is terrifying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. Eek.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
I'm glad you guys are. Oh my god. That is terrifying.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
Alright.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
Well, that didn't work.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
Alright, this way. I don't like the sound of that rumbling. Why are we rumbling? We're not supposed to be rumbling.
Those shields are malfunctioning in this area.
What?
The shadows of those consoles should provide a measure of safety.
How we're not burned to a crisp is beyond me.
The shields will hold. Our destination is ahead.
Come on, guys. Hurry, please. This place is giving me the frickin' creeps. Come on. Where are you?
We must power down the room's shielding to access the control panels.
Power down the control room.
The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable the lower panels.
Oh, great. Oh my God. And of course now they're all going at different intervals. Ah! Fuse, baby, fuse, let's go!
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission.
Alright, reactivate shields.
The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
Oh, well, I've got to get over there. Honor my foot. I've about been toasted I don't know how many times.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
Oh, lovely. Speak with Dr. Cooper. Cooper, where'd you go?
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
It's time to shut it down.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
What do you mean out of the hot zone? Hot zone, my foot. No, come on.
We're going to die. We're going to die.
We are not gonna die. We're gonna fry. Come on.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
Now.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkaram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Alright, let's see what this ship can do.
Engage your ship's special functions by clicking here.
Man, these things aren't hurting this puppy really at all. Whew. Good night.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere. This one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Oh, crap. Can't have that.
Navigational readings indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Jenolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
The Jenolan Dyson sphere.
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Jenolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the Gold inside.
Interesting. What's the status of the Gold?
I am detecting disabled systems on the Gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but has not fired. What do you suggest?
Well, let's hail the Gold and find out what they know. Alright, here we go.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Jenolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
We're here now. You're not alone.
My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
The sphere did move, but we can help you return home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that.
And we explain everything what happened. Okay.
Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat.
Oh.
The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
We'll transport over a few engineers to help.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
Well, let's plot a course for the Voth ship. This big boy.
Ship is under attack.
Okay.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we...
You're not. You're not Cooper.
What?
The weak shall perish.
Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
Okay. Well, so much for that.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Oh, that's just great.
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
Lovely.
Ships on approach. This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
I have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
Oh, great. Even more.
The Lasset is here to provide any assistance you require.
3 battleships.
Many have tried. All have failed.
We hold here. None of the Undine get through.
And I hate those stupid bubbles.
The Borderskew is here. Now the real fight can begin.
Okay, you're creepy, pal. You creepy.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way.
Yep.
Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
I don't believe the Republic has the authority to do that.
No, this ends now. Our generosity to the Romulans can only extend so far. The Klingon Empire claims this Dyson Sphere as its own. Starfleet and the Republic would be wise to keep their distance. Or else.
The Solanae Dyson Sphere is controlled by an alliance. Why would this one be different?
Oh? Are you prepared to back that statement with action? The Klingon Empire has restrained itself again and again in an attempt to maintain this alliance with the Romulans. I think it's time I remind you of what happens when a Klingon loses patience.
Remain calm, Korn. We don't need to do this.
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
Well, Korn?
The Klingon Empire will not sit and wait while the Federation and Romulans continue to claim these powerful weapons for themselves. This conversation is not over.
Very well. And you, Jirok?
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action. However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
Very well.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind. An affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts. And the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect his influence.
Well, we must look forward. What now?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solanae sphere, only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space. Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Sub-Commander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
Yep, that's for sure. Alright. Report to Sub-Commander Cole. Uh-oh.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
Oh,
This is
shit.
neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jirok is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
Uh-huh. To be continued. Whoa! I could not have anticipated all of this, Admiral. I feel for Admiral Tuvok, but I was fooled by Cooper's disguise as well. Tuvok and I will be again working on the next steps. We need to get everyone to sit down together and discuss what we should do before we start shooting at one another. I will contact you for aid once we have concrete plans. You can rest assured we will need your help in this. Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Okay, everybody. Wowzers. Next we see is fluidic destruction. We're going to exit off of here. Wow, that was exciting. I about got burnt to a crisp, blown up by the Undine, and about got shot by all my pals. This is lovely. And as it said, to be continued, thank you very much for joining me. We'll see what Admiral Tuvok has in store for us. Something tells me it won't be much different than the last Discovery episode. Get off of there. We'll look at that later. Where they had a great summit. So, we just went from action to probably politics next. So, if you liked the video, everybody, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit the dislike button. I don't mind. But of course, please subscribe to the Captain Ron Phillips channel. If you're watching this, there is more videos to come. If you want a video of showing you what you missed in the Dyson Sphere, as I mentioned earlier, because the 3 missions before this one, you pretty much just went from one part of the Dyson Sphere to another, and that was it. You didn't do anything. You just had to go from one to the other. If you want a video of that, let me know, and I could go back and I could do those, and we could do a short video, and you could see, and I could rummage around the Dyson Sphere. That will be no problem. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment below anything. If you want me to go back to the Dyson Sphere, if there's anything you want me to talk about, any help you want with anything on Star Trek Online, I'm here for you. So, again, hit the like button if you liked the video. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. That's fine. I'm fine with it. But subscribe to the Captain Ron Phillips channel. I've got 11 subscribers. I'd love to have a 12th. Yeah, I'd love to have 12. Thanks again, everybody. This is Captain Ron Phillips. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm just bleh, 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 bleh. That's all, folks. Keep a weather eye on the horizon.